Hi everyone, I'm back again with another lecture on conversion from NFA to DFA. We are all done with the questions on finite automata. Enough questions of construction of finite automata have been done in the previous lecture. Now today I will be telling you that how do you convert your NFA into a DFA. Alright. So first of all you must know that what is the basic difference between NFA and DFA. So as I told you in the beginning that the only difference between DFA and NFA lies in terms of the transition function delta, right? Transition function delta. So for DFA, this delta is a transition function which is a mapping from Q cross sigma to Q. That means for every state and every input symbol there will be only transition to a single state. Whereas when we talk about NFA, this delta transition function is a mapping from Q cross sigma to 2 to the power Q. 2 to the power Q means that if there is even one transition where for a particular state and input symbol you are transiting to more than one state, then we call it a NFA. Then we are already done with the representation of DFA and NFA. I will just show you a simple example as in the form of transition table, that how do you represent a DFA and how do you represent a NFA. Don't worry about how the transitions are coming, it's just an example, basic example that I am taking. Suppose that the input symbols are 0 and 1 and you are having three states Q0, Q1 and Q2, right? Q0 is the initial state, let Q2 be the final state, so I draw a circle over here. On Q0 when you give 0 we are going to state Q1 let. On Q0 when you are giving 1 you stay on state Q0. Q1 you are giving 0 you are going to state say Q2, and Q1 you are giving 1 you are going to state Q0. Q2 you are giving 0 you are staying on Q2, 1 also you are staying on Q2. So by seeing this transition table you should be able to identify whether we are the given table is of a DFA or NFA. Now you can see here that for every state and input symbol you are just traversing to a single state, not more than one state anywhere. But if I talk about a NFA, then even if there is transition for a particular state and input symbol to more than one state, then we will call it a NFA. For example, let there be three states again, Q0, Q1 and Q2. I take Q2 as the final state again. Let the input symbols be A and B. Q0 when you give A, you go to Q1 and Q2. On giving B, you go to state Q0. Q1 you give A, you go to Q0, and Q1 you give B, you go to Q2. Q2 you give A, you go stay in Q2, but when you give B, you go to Q1 and you go to Q2. Now you can see here that on Q0 when you are giving A, you are transiting to more than one state. You are going to Q1, also you are going to Q2. So that means for a particular state and input symbol you are going to more than one state. So by seeing this table, which can also be converted in the form of a transition diagram, you should be able to tell that this is the transition table for a NFA. So this is one instance. Second instance, there are two instances over here because of which it is a NFA. Even if there is only one instance, then also it will be a NFA only. Alright. So if in Hindi I translate the same sentence, it is like this कि अगर आप किसी भी स्टेट पे इनपुट सिंबल दे रहे हैं, इफ़ यू गो, अगर आप एक से ज़्यादा स्टेट पे ट्रांजिशन करते हैं, देन वी कॉल इट अ NFA, right? Here also in Q2 when you give B, you are going to state Q1 and you are going to state Q2. So this is an example of NFA. Now as I told you that most of the time in your exams you are asked to construct a DFA, but by default what happens is that mainly and we are able to make a NFA. Transition diagrams questions that we have done, most of them are in the form of a NFA. So whatever transition diagrams you have drawn in the previous turn, what you will do first step is make the transition table, or you can say that for the given question the first step is make the transition diagram. Then once you have made the transition diagram, convert it into transition table. Second step is convert it into transition table. You can directly convert it, but these are the steps which make easier conversion process a bit easy. Then convert it into a transition table, and once you have converted the transition diagram into transition table, you convert NFA into DFA by the method which I am telling you just now. Alright, so I ignore this particular step, transition diagram. I directly start with the second step only. That means I consider that a table is given to you. Let this table be given to you like this: Q0, Q1, Q2. Q0 is the initial state, let Q2 be the final state. On input A, there are two inputs here, A and B. This is Q0 comma Q1. This is let Q1. This is Q2. This is Q0 Q1. This is Q2 and this is Q1. Now you don't worry that why I am writing all these transitions, how I am writing all these transitions. You already know how to make a transition diagram, and you can convert the transition diagram into transition table. I am assuming that this NFA is given to you because a direct question can also come that convert this NFA into DFA. A direct question like this can also come, that convert this NFA into DFA. So what happens is that when we convert a NFA into a DFA, first step is that the start state of DFA is the same as start state of NFA. So here, what was your initial state? It was Q0, right? So for the DFA also the initial state will be Q0. So one state we know, at the moment we know one state. So what we do is we write down the transition for this initial state. On Q0 you give A. Where are you going? You are going to state Q0 and you are going to state Q1. See, when you write something in square bracket, it means this or whatever is there within the bracket. So if I write a square bracket over here, then the things will remain the same, right? And moreover, these states will be considered as different states. So what I do over here is that I put a square bracket to denote that this set is now a single state. It is now a single state. So on Q0, when you give A, you are going to a state which is Q0 Q1. It is not a different state that you are going to, but it is a single state now whose name you have written as Q0 Q1. Then we give the second input. All inputs we will be giving on the initial state, right? So Q0 you give B, you are going to state what? Q1. You are going to state Q1. Now once you have written the transitions for all input symbols for the initial state, on the right hand side you will get certain things. Now whatever you are getting on the right hand side, take it one by one and give all inputs to that particular state. So the first I take is Q0 Q1. I give the input A. What it means is, first on state Q0 you will give input A, then on state Q1 you will give input A, and then you will take the union of both of these, right? On Q0 when you give A, as you can see from the transition table, you are going to Q0 Q1, and on Q1 when you are giving A, you are going to Q2. So it becomes something like this. It is q0 q1 union what, q2. So what it comes out to be equal to, now when I write this, you are getting q0 q1 q2. But what you will do, because if you write curly bracket over here, it means that you are going to three states, whereas remember that you are converting it into a DFA, so you do not have to put a square bracket. Sorry, you do not have to put a curly bracket over here. Instead, I will put all these three states in what, a square bracket, to represent that it is a single state. So now you have defined q0 q1 for A. Next I define q0 q1 for input B. Delta of q0 q1 input B. What it means, del of q0 B union delta of q1 B. As you can see from the table, q0 B is how much? q0 B is q1 and q1 B is q0 q1. So it becomes q1 union q0 q1. So that will give you what, q0 q1, right? I'll put in square bracket. Now you have defined q0 q1 for all input symbols. Now we come back. So as you can see from here that you have defined q0 q1 for all input symbols. Next state which is on the right hand side is q1. So I will define q1 for all input symbols. You will define q1 for all input symbols. That means delta of q1 you will give input A, and also on q1 you will give input B. On q1 when you give A, what are you getting? On q1 when you give A, you are getting q2, and B you are getting q0 q1. So q2 and q0 q1. So I write over here q2 which is a single state, and here q0 q1, right? q1 B q1b is how much? q0 q1. So now you have defined q1 also for both the input states. So next state generated on, which is coming on the right hand side, is what? It's q0 q1 q2, q0 q1 q2. So I will now define q0 q1 q2 for all inputs. So next is del of q0 q1 q2 input you are giving as A. It means delta of q0a union delta of q1a union delta of q2a, q0a q1a q2a. So you can see from here, and we can directly write down now q0a q1a and q2a. So q0a is q0 q1, q1a is q2, and q2a is q2. To take the union of all these three, you will get what? You will get q0 q1 and q2. So I write over here q0 q1 q2, right? Then we give input B. q0 q1 q2 input is B. It is again equal to delta of q0 B union delta of q1 B union delta of q2 B. So this process will continue till you have no more states of right hand side left to be defined. q0 q1 q2 पे input you are giving as B. So it is q1 q0 q1 q1. That means you take the union, you will get what? You are getting q0 q1 q0 q1. So I have defined now q0 q1 q2 for all inputs, right? So this has been defined. q0 q1 has already been defined. Then you have q2 I have to define, so I will define it just now. You can define it here only. Delta of q2a is how much, and delta of q2b is how much. q2 पे a is how much given to you? it is Q2 and B is Q1. So it is Q2 and Q1, right? Q0 Q1 we have already defined, Q2 now we have defined, Q0 Q1 already defined, Q2 just now defined, right? Q1 already defined over here. Then which are the other states are coming on the right hand side? It is Q0 Q1 Q2 I have already defined for A and B, and then you have Q0 Q1 you have already defined. So you can see that whichever state was coming on the right hand side you have defined for all the input symbols. So what we do now is that we will make the transition diagram. Input symbols, initial state remains the same, so Q0. Then see which other states you were getting. You were getting Q0 Q1, then you had Q1, then you had Q2, and lastly you had Q0 Q1 Q2. Just copy from above whatever transitions you were getting. On Q0 when I give A, I go to Q0 Q1 and B Q1. So Q0 Q1 and Q1. So you will write over here Q0 Q1 and Q1, right? On Q0 Q1 when you give A and when you give B, what you are getting? Q0 Q1 you give A, you are getting Q0 Q1 Q2, and when you give B you are getting Q0 Q1. So it is Q0 Q1 Q2 and Q0 Q1. So you will write over here Q0 Q1 Q2 and Q0 Q1. Next state which you have defined is how much? It is Q1. Q1 A you are getting Q2, and here you are getting Q0 Q1. So Q2 and Q0 Q1. So you will write over here Q2 and Q0 Q1. Then Q2 you define for input symbols, it is Q2 and Q1 you are getting. So you will write Q2 and Q1 over here. Then Q0 Q1 Q2 for input symbols A and B, you are getting Q0 Q1 Q2 and Q0 Q1. So you will write here Q0 Q1 Q2 and Q0 Q1. So all the states we have covered. So this is your final what? DFA. But before that what is remaining here is the final state. As you see in the given question of an FA which you had to convert into DFA, what was the final state? The final state was Q2. So in whichever set you are getting a state Q2, mark it as the final state. So you are getting Q2 over here, make it the final state. Q2 is also coming over here, so we make it the final state. So these are two final state. There are two final states in this DFA, and this is your final DFA that we have made. You can easily convert it into a transition diagram. But when you convert it into a transition diagram, your states will now be Q0, second state is what? Q0 Q1, third state is what? Q1, fourth state is Q2, and the last state is Q0 Q1 Q2. This is how you will write the names of the states. This is your final state, so double circle. This is also your final state, so a double circle. This is your initial state. When you give A, you are going to Q0 Q1. When you give B, you are going to what? Q1. Q0 Q1 you are giving A, you are going to Q0 Q1 Q2. So I will draw an arrow from here to A, labeled A. When you give B, you are going to Q0 Q1 itself. Q1 A, it is Q2, and Q1 B, it is Q0 Q1. Then Q2 A is how much? Q2, and B is how much? Q1. Q0 Q1 Q2 input A is the same state, and when you give B over here, you are going to what? You are going to Q0 Q1. the question became a bit complex. That is why you are getting a big diagram over here. Last thing that you must notice, I'll take 2 more minutes of yours, is that you can see that, don't see this column, see these rows. Any two rows which are identical, as you can see from here that this row and this row is identical. Transitions are the same. On Q0 Q1, when you give A, you are going to Q0 Q1 Q2, and B Q0 Q1. Similar is with the state Q0 Q1 Q2. Now you can minimize this automata by removing states which are duplicate, but for that you have to see these two rows are same, see the states corresponding to them. One state is this, another state is this one. We cannot remove here because this is a non-final state, this is a final state. If these both would have been non-final state or these both would have been final state, then we could have removed either of them. I will take another question on this particular heading in the next turn. Till that time you can revise this conversion of NFA into DFA. Alright everyone, thank you very much.